Good evening, everyone. As municipal clerk on behalf of the town of Essex, I would like to now call to order this inaugural meeting of the 2022 to 2026 term of council. Firstly, we acknowledge that this land is the traditional territory of the Three Fires Confederacy of First Nations, comprised of the Ojibwe, the Odawa, and the Potawatomi peoples, and of the Huron-Wyandot peoples. We value the significant, historical, and contemporary contributions of local and regional First Nations and of all the original peoples of Turtle Island who have been living and working on the land from time immemorial. Next, I would like to welcome Carrie Ann Peters, Culture and Language Coordinator from the Caldwell First Nation, who will perform for council a smudging ceremony. I also ask at this time that the audience please refrain from taking any pictures during this ceremony. Thank you.
Nanabaju, Carrie-Ann Indigenous, Mackinac Dodom, Caldwell First Nation, and Nujaba, Botawatomie. So I'll just kind of go over just a little bit of what I'm going to do today. So Creator gave us 4 sacred medicines, and we use those medicines quite often in ceremony, right? Everything has a purpose. So this evening, I'm going to use the cedar and the sage. They're used for cleansing, right? So whenever we do workshops or have meetings, or even when somebody moves into a new home, or even just to begin our day, right? We do that in a good way. So we set these good intentions and clear away that energy. So that's what we're going to do today, right? Set those good intentions, have that good energy here so that they can carry that on for their term. So I know a lot of you have not done this yet, so I'll just go over it. So what we do, it's that smoke, right, that cleanses. So we'll smudge our mouth so that we say good things. We smudge our ears so we hear good things. We smudge our eyes so we see good things. We smudge our hearts, and then we just smudge our hearts. No worries, though. There's no right way and there's no wrong way. And you don't have to if you don't want to.
You see them?
You can stay seated, yes.
Thank you, Carrie Ann Peters. And now, for those of you who are able, please stand for the national anthem. At this time, I will call each council-elect member forward and administer the declaration of office in accordance with Section 232 of the Municipal Act. At this point, I would call Ward 1 Councillor-elect Joe Guerin. Please repeat after me.
After me.
That's great. That's excellent. I, Joe Guerin,
I, Joe Guerin,
having been elected or appointed to the office of Ward 1 Councillor
have been elected or appointed to the office of Ward Councillor 1
in the municipality of the town of Essex,
in the municipality of the town of Essex,
do solemnly promise and declare
do solemnly promise and declare
that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially
that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially
exercise this office
exercise this office
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
I have not received and will not receive
I have not received or will not receive
any payment or reward
any payment or reward
or promise thereof
or promise thereof
for the exercise of this office
for the exercise of this office
in a biased,
in a biased,
corrupt,
corrupt,
or any improper manner.
or any improper manner.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest,
I will disclose any pecuniary interest,
direct or indirect,
direct or indirect,
in accordance with
in accordance with
the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
And I will be faithful
I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to His Majesty,
to His Majesty,
King Charles III.
King Charles III.
And I make this solemn promise
I make this solemn promise
and declaration,
and declaration,
believing it to be true
believing it to be true
and knowing
and knowing
that it is of the same force and effect
that it is of the same force and effect
as if made under oath.
as if made under oath.
I will now ask you to sign your declaration. Yep. It's right there. And on this copy right here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is for you.
Thank you.
I will now call up Katie McGuire Blaze. I, Katie McGuire Blaze,
I, Katie McGuire Blaze,
having been elected or appointed
having been elected or appointed
to the office of Ward 1 Counselor
to the office of Ward 1 Counselor
in the municipality of the town of Essex,
in the municipality of the town of Essex,
do solemnly promise and declare
do solemnly promise and declare
that I will truly,
that I will truly,
faithfully,
faithfully,
and impartially
and impartially
exercise this office
exercise this office
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
I have not received
I have not received
and will not receive
and will not receive
any payment or reward
any payment or reward
or promise thereof
or promise thereof
for the exercise of this office
for the exercise of this office
in a biased,
in a biased,
corrupt,
corrupt,
or any improper manner.
or any improper manner.
I will disclose
I will disclose
any pecuniary interest,
any
pecuniary,
pecuniary interest,
direct or indirect,
direct or indirect,
in accordance with
in accordance with
the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
I will be faithful
I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to His Majesty,
to His Majesty,
King Charles III.
King Charles III.
And I make this solemn promise
And I make this solemn promise
and declaration,
and declaration,
believing it to be true
believing it to be true
and knowing
and knowing
that it is of the same force and effect
that it is of the same force and effect
as if made under oath.
as if made under oath.
And now if I can ask you to sign your declaration of office. 2 copies. So just right like that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I now call up Ward 2 Counselor-elect Kim Verbeek. I, Kim Verbeek,
I, Kim Verbeek,
having been elected or appointed
having been elected or appointed
to the office of Ward 2 Counselor
to the office of Ward 2 Counselor
in the municipality of the town of Essex,
in the municipality of the town of Essex,
do solemnly promise and declare
I do solemnly promise and declare
that I will truly,
that I will truly,
faithfully,
faithfully,
and impartially
and impartially
exercise this office
exercise this office
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
I have not received
I have not received
and will not receive
and will not receive
any payment or reward
any payment or reward
or promise thereof
or promise thereof
for the exercise of this office
for the exercise of this office
in a biased,
in a biased,
corrupt,
corrupt,
or any improper manner.
or any improper manner.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest,
I will disclose any pecuniary interest,
direct or indirect,
direct or indirect,
in accordance with
in accordance with
the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
I will be faithful
I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to His Majesty,
to His Majesty,
King Charles III.
King Charles III.
And I make this solemn promise
And I make this solemn promise
and declaration,
and declaration,
believing it to be true
believing it to be true,
and knowing that it is of the same force
and knowing that it is of the same force
and effect
and effect
as if made under oath.
as if made under oath.
If I can just ask you to sign your declaration of office. 2 copies. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I would now call up Ward 3 Counselor-elect Brad Allard. I, Brad Allard,
I, Brad Allard,
having been elected or appointed
having been elected or appointed
to the office of Ward 3 Counselor
to the office of Ward 3 Counselor
in the municipality of the town of Essex,
in the municipality of the town of Essex,
do solemnly promise and declare
do solemnly promise and declare
that I will truly,
that I will truly,
faithfully,
faithfully,
and impartially
and impartially
exercise this office
exercise this office
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
I have not received
I have not received
and will not receive
and will not receive
any payment or reward
any payment or reward
or promise thereof
or promise thereof
for the exercise of this office
for the exercise of this office
in a biased,
in a biased,
corrupt,
corrupt,
or any improper manner.
or any improper manner.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest,
I will disclose any pecuniary interests,
direct or indirect,
direct or indirect,
in accordance with
in accordance with
the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
the Municipal Conference of Interest Act.
I will be faithful
I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to His Majesty,
to His Majesty,
King Charles III.
King Charles III.
And I make this solemn promise
And I make this solemn promise
and
and
declaration,
declaration,
believing it to be true
believing it to be true
and knowing
and knowing
that it is of the same force and effect
that it is in the same force and effect
as if made under oath.
as if made under oath.
So I'm going to ask you to sign your declaration of office. 2 copies, one right there. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I would now call up Ward 3 Counselor-elect Jason Meady. I, Jason Meady,
I, Jason Mady,
having been elected or appointed
having been elected or appointed
to the office of Ward 3 Counselor
to the office of Ward 3 Counselor
in the municipality of the town of Essex,
in the municipality of the town of Essex,
do solemnly promise
do solemnly promise
and declare
and declare
that I will truly,
that I will truly,
faithfully,
faithfully,
and impartially
and impartially
exercise this office
exercise this office
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
I have not received
I have not received
and will not receive
and will not receive
any payment or reward
any payment or reward
or promise thereof
or promise thereof
for the exercise of this office
for the exercise of this office
in a biased,
in a biased,
corrupt,
corrupt,
or any improper manner.
or any improper manner.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest,
I will disclose any pecuniary interest,
direct or indirect,
direct or indirect,
in accordance with
in accordance with
the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
I will be faithful
I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to His Majesty,
to His Majesty,
King Charles III.
King Charles III.
And I make this solemn promise
And I make the solemn promise
and declaration,
and declaration,
believing it to be true
believing it true
and knowing that it is of the same force and effect
and knowing that it's the same force and effect
as if made under oath.
as if made under oath.
I will now ask you to sign your declaration of office. Congratulations. I will now call up Ward 4 Counselor-elect Rodney Hammond. I, Rodney Hammond,
I, Rodney Hammond,
having been elected or appointed
having been elected or appointed
to the office of Ward 4 Counselor
to the office of Ward 4 Counselor
in the municipality of the town of Essex,
in the municipality of the town of Essex,
do solemnly promise
do solemnly promise
and declare
and declare
that I will truly,
that I will truly,
faithfully,
faithfully,
and impartially
and impartially
exercise this office
exercise this office
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
I have not received
I have not received
and will not receive
and will not receive
any payment or reward
any payment or reward
or promise thereof
or promise thereof
for the exercise of this office
for the exercise of this office
in a biased,
in a biased,
corrupt,
corrupt,
or any improper manner.
or any improper manner.
I will disclose
I will disclose
any pecuniary interest,
any pecuniary interest,
direct or indirect,
direct or indirect,
in accordance with
in accordance with
the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
I will be faithful
I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to His Majesty,
to His Majesty,
King Charles III.
King Charles III.
And I make this solemn promise
And I make this solemn promise
and declaration,
and declaration,
believing it to be true
believing it to be true
and knowing that it is of the same
and knowing that it is of the same
force and effect
force and effect
as if made under oath.
as if made under oath.
I will now ask you to sign your declaration of office. Congratulations. I now call Deputy Mayor-elect Rob Shepley. I, Rob Shepley,
I, Rob Shepley,
having been elected or appointed
having been elected or appointed
to the office of Deputy Mayor
to the office of Deputy Mayor
in the municipality of the town of Essex,
in the municipality of the town of Essex,
do solemnly promise and declare
do solemnly promise and declare
that I will truly,
that I will truly,
faithfully,
faithfully,
and impartially
and impartially
exercise this office
exercise this office
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
I have not received
I have not received
and will not receive
and will not receive
any payment or reward
any payment or reward
or promise thereof
or promise thereof
for the exercise of this office
for the exercise of this office
in a biased,
in a biased,
corrupt,
corrupt,
or any improper manner.
or any improper manner.
I will disclose
I will disclose
any pecuniary interest,
any pecuniary interest,
direct or indirect,
direct or indirect,
in accordance with
in accordance with
the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
Conflict of Interest Act.
I will be faithful
I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to His Majesty,
to His Majesty,
King Charles III.
King Charles III.
And I make this solemn promise
And I make this solemn promise
and declaration,
and declaration,
believing it to be true
believing it to be true
and knowing
and knowing
that it is of the same force and effect
it is of the same force and effect
as if made under oath.
as if made under oath.
I will now ask you to sign your declaration of office. Congratulations. I now call up Mayor-elect Bondi. I, Sherry Bondi,
I, Sherry Bondi,
having been elected or appointed
having been elected or appointed
to the office of mayor
to the office of mayor
in the municipality of the town of Essex,
in the municipality of the town of Essex,
do solemnly promise
do solemnly promise
and declare
and declare
that I will truly,
that I will truly,
faithfully,
faithfully,
and impartially
and impartially
exercise this office
exercise this office
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
I have not received
I have not received
and will not receive
and will not receive
any payment or reward
any payment or reward
or promise thereof
or promise thereof
for the exercise of this office
for the exercise of this office
in a biased,
in a biased,
corrupt,
corrupt,
or any improper manner.
or any improper manner.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest,
I will disclose any pecuniary interest,
direct or indirect,
direct or indirect,
in accordance with
in accordance with
the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
I will be faithful
I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to His Majesty,
to His Majesty,
King Charles III.
King Charles III.
And I make this solemn promise
And I make this solemn promise
and declaration,
and declaration,
believing it to be true
believing it to be true
and knowing that it is of the same force and effect
and knowing that it is of the same force and effect
as if made under oath.
as if made under oath.
I now ask you to sign your declaration of office. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Stay up there. At this time, I would like to call up outgoing Mayor Richard Meloche for the presentation of the mayor's chain of office. At this time, I cede the chair of this meeting to Mayor Bondi, who will deliver the mayor's inaugural address.
Hello, and welcome to the Essex 2022 Council Inauguration Ceremony. I want to thank everybody who took time out of their day to come to this very important event in the amazing town of Essex. To see so many people out in support of this new council is very inspiring and encouraging. To our administration, who went above and beyond planning the details of this very important night. You are rock stars, and it's really appreciated. And I wrote that before I saw the room, and the room is even better than I expected. So really thank you to all of our staff who worked hard on this. Thank you tonight as well to former Mayor Richard Meloche as he handed over this chain of office to me tonight. I know one day I will pass this chain off to a new mayor, but hopefully not anytime soon. I'm honored to lead this new council. This is a privilege I will not take for granted. I am grateful for the opportunity to serve members of my community, administration, and council. My role is not going to be one of just serving the community, but serving my fellow councilors as well, and ensuring that they feel the support from the mayor's chair. We have a great team, and we've already been off to a good start with some council orientation, training, one-on-one meetings, and getting out there in the community, already working hard together. To my campaign team, wow, you were all amazing. Please know that you're greatly appreciated. I am not going to mention any names here tonight because the next election is only 1,446 days away, and I can't allow anybody to be snagged from team bonding. I feel like I had superheroes on my team, from sign installations to running the database, volunteers for flyers, people helping me around my home. Your unwavering support has not gone unnoticed. I would also like to extend a special thank you to all those who generously gave campaign donations. Running a successful campaign takes money, and your donations allowed me to focus to getting to the doorsteps. Thank you to my children who could not be here tonight. One is not feeling well, who helped me, supporting me with the critical support at home. Thank you to my parents for dropping off cooked meals on my doorstep when I was too busy to cook. Thank you to my partner, Jeff, who jumped in with 2 feet and 2 hands to do what had to be done. I cannot thank you all enough. Everyone's inevitable question in the interviews came to me saying, why do you want to run for mayor? I ran for mayor to serve the members of the public. I ran to provide an option in a different style and approach to municipal politics. There's no denying there's going to be a learning curve, but my hope is that we as council can learn together and grow in the process together. With hard work, perseverance, we can make a strong team even stronger. I look forward to working with all the newly sworn members of council. My door is always open. We have an amazing opportunity with 2.5 counselors returning with experience and many new faces. This is truly a fresh start for the municipality of Essex, and I believe we will work here to make you proud. As I moved into the mayor's office at Town Hall, I grabbed a cloth to dust the shelves, and I thought to myself, hard work really does pay off. I used to clean houses for a living to pay for my university and to provide for my family. And now I'm in a leadership role in Town Hall. To others out there, set goals and work every day to achieve them. One of the most important pieces of advice I can give you is to not give up when you get knocked down. As long as you keep getting back up and following your dreams, you can succeed. We are going to have some challenges this term, but I believe we will experience many victories as well. And I know at times it won't be easy, but it's going to be worth it. In the upcoming months, we will sit together. We will have many hours of training, orientation, working on budgets, creating a strategic plan, which will be the roadmap for this term of council. I look forward to working with the community on important files, such as the future development of Colchester, Coan Park in McGregor, the former high school in Harrow, new industrial and recreational opportunities in Essex Ward 1. I hope to bring a sense of community to our town, where everyone feels welcome in Essex, and we can move forward together with each other despite our differences that will arise from time to time. We have a strong and knowledgeable administrative team at the town of Essex who work hard every day to make our community better. I want to thank our employees for choosing Essex as their place to work. And I want to say, I believe the best is yet to come. Thank you again for everybody who came out with us tonight. My hope is that you stay active and involved in local politics. All of us have a responsibility to create the community that we want to live in. Join a committee, come out to local events, read the newspapers, watch council meetings. Let your council know your thoughts on issues important to you, not just every 4 years at the ballot box, but whenever you feel passionate about an issue, I encourage you to get involved. This is your town, and let us know what's important to you. We are here to work for you. Again, congratulations to my council colleagues sitting here tonight, and I look forward to serving the community this term of council and beyond. Thank you. So I now will call up a representative from the office of Anthony Liardi, MPP for Essex, to address council. Constituency Assistant Ethan Wersch.
Not too far. Perfect. Well, hello, everyone, and thank you, Mayor Bondi, for that warm and welcoming speech. And thank you to the town of Essex for putting together this fantastic ceremony. And I thank you for allowing me to represent MPP Anthony Liardi tonight, who unfortunately cannot attend due to his legislative duties at Queen's Park. So you get Liardi 2.0 tonight. On behalf of MPP Anthony Liardi, I wholeheartedly extend my congratulations to all successful municipal candidates who ran for office this 2022 election. As we saw the results pour in on election night, we were greeted with a fresh slate of municipal representatives and some returning ones. Essex truly is in some great hands. Essex is an incredible town with a rich history and a great deal to offer our region. One needs to go no further than Talbot Street North to catch a glimpse of the many vibrant stores, eateries, and clothing shops that encapsulates the diverse nature of this town. Walking down that road and speaking to the business owners, it becomes very clear that we truly do have some of the best businesses and community groups across the province. MPP Liardi's stated goal is to ensure that when there's chatter going on at Queen's Park, the talk of the town is focused here on the riding of Essex. We have so much to offer this great province, and with MPP Liardi standing up for our community in Toronto, Essex will always be at the forefront. We've already seen what happens when we have a representative who has a seat at the table and the ear of the premier. The province allocated over $4 million to the town of Essex through the Ontario Municipal Partnership Fund, over $36,000 from the Reconnect Ontario program for the Essex Fun Fest. The list goes on, and I expect it to continue to grow as we work together with this incredible municipal team to secure a better future for our town. I have no doubt that working with our councillors, our deputy mayor, and our mayor, we will work in tandem with one another to support Essex to our greatest possible capacity. Again, I thank you for this opportunity, and I can confidently say that on behalf of MPP Anthony Liardi, that we are here for you, Essex. I'm excited to meet and hear the ideas of our newly minted town council. So congratulations again to all those elected, and myself and MPP Anthony Liardi look forward to sitting down with each and every one of you and getting to work for the people of Essex. Thank you so much.
We will now move to the speeches of the councillors, and we're going to start with the Deputy Mayor. Deputy Mayor Rob Shepley.
Okay. So I messed this up on election night because I didn't keep notes. So this time I got some notes to go over. First and foremost, I want to thank my wife, Patricia. She works about 80 hours a week in the summer, and 6 months of the year, she just kills it all the time. And when I talked to her about running for deputy mayor and told her I'd made my mind up I was going to run, she first asked if I was sane and then said, you know, she'll do what she can to help out and keep the shop going while we could get out in the campaign. It wasn't long before she grabbed flyers and was out at 8 in the morning and stuffing mailboxes for me over and above all the time. I can't I can't thank her enough for all she does. I want to thank my sons Noah, Wyatt, and Eli for knocking on doors. Thanks for all your help, guys. I love you and appreciate you all. To my mom and my Aunt Sharon, my Friday night dinners and my encouraging team. They were there for me, encouraging me all the way through the summer, and have always had my back. My sister Kelly and her husband and the kids went out and handed out flyers, knocking on doors for me all through McGregor and Essex. They were fantastic. I want to also thank Rich Tapping. He was a guider for me throughout. I really appreciate all the advice he gave me, and Peter and Brittany, and thank you all for your support. Thank you to those who helped me from all 4 wards in our municipality. Words can't express how amazing you all are. Some of you I knew before this began, and some of you I knew before this began, and many of you I have gotten to know it throughout the election, and I can say have become friends and family to me. To my friends that ran the election that are not sitting up here tonight, I am grateful for your words of encouragement, advice, and friendship. I know you are all a phone call or a text away for advice when I need it. I respect each and every one of you, and I hope I can fill the big shoes you left behind. To the incredible administration working with a relatively new council, be patient with us as we will lean heavily on you to help us throughout our training. I have watched over the years, and I know that we have the best team to support us. To my fellow council members, my slogan throughout was working together. I believe that mantra. It has served me well throughout my years in business and life, and it will serve us well over the next 4 years. Looking forward to working with each and every one of you, and congratulations to everybody. Thank you.
Congratulations, Deputy Mayor Rob Shepley. And next we have Ward 1, Councillor Joe Guerin.
My glasses on here. Welcome, everyone. First off, I want to thank my family and circle of friends for giving me the encouragement and support to run for council again. Secondly, I want to thank all those who voted for me this time around. Being a part of council and being involved in the decision-making process, it's a gigantic responsibility, and I don't take it lightly. I appreciate your continued support in me, and I will continue to serve you to the absolute best of my ability throughout this term of council. To my fellow council colleagues, I look forward to working collectively with all of you in an effort to keep moving our town forward in a positive and professional manner. There's a boatload of things to try and get done this term, and if we work together as a team, there's no doubt in my mind we can get much of them done over the next 4 years. To Mayor-elect Bondi, congratulations. Your passion, commitment that you've shown throughout the community, and in particular over the last couple of years, I hope is something that will continue. I hope that you will work together with council and administration, be the leader Essex so much needs and deserves. I hope you lead us to unprecedented heights of success in your term as mayor. I also want to take a moment and once again thank outgoing council members who put in much of their time over the years for the betterment of the town of Essex. Being a councillor is often trying, it's time consuming, it's a thankless job, but we do it for the betterment of the town. And Essex truly is a better place today because of each of your efforts. This past term of council was like no other. Much of our focus seemed to be based around COVID. There were other distractions along the way that took us away from the usual business of the town. I hope that this term of council, we can focus solely on the needs of our residents, and anything less will be doing them a great disservice. In closing, I look forward to the challenges ahead of all of us and to working with all of you to continue making Essex a place everyone wants to visit, shop, work, play, and live. Thank you once again for this tremendous opportunity.
Congratulations, Councillor Guerin. Next, we have Ward 1 Councillor Katie McGuire-Blaze.
Well, I didn't print anything, but I did write it onto my phone. So I guess I'm showing my age. I first want to thank my family, Jason, my husband, Major and Stryker, my 2 amazing kids, and my mom and dad. Without your belief in my capabilities to do this job, I wouldn't be here today. So thank you very much. I also want to plug Krista from Branco's House of Pizza. Without her endorsement, I would have never been on the BIA. I would have never learned how a board works. I would have never had the interaction that I've had over the past 4 years with our town administration. So I really want to thank her for her belief in me that I can represent her company on the board. Last but definitely not least, I want to thank all of Essex, especially Ward 1, for the opportunity to be your voice. I look forward to working with this group of people up here, building better relationships and helping each other with whatever will come our way. I know we all want what is best for Essex, otherwise we wouldn't be here today. Administration, I can't wait to work with you and build a better Essex year by year. Thank you again, Ward 1. And to my fellow, oops, sorry, I skipped a paragraph. My 4-year plan to build a better Essex is to keep the momentum going that our previous council has started. They've done a great job, and I hope that this council can continue that momentum. We want to plan for not only today, but 10 and 20 years down the road. And that's what I look forward to doing with this council and administration. So to my fellow councilors, Deputy Mayor, Madam Mayor, I truly look forward to working with all of you, and thank you.
Congratulations, Councillor Katie McGuire-Blaze. Next, we have our Ward 2 Councillor, Kim Verbeek.
Well, hello all, and thanks for coming. Phew, I've been really emotional tonight because, I mean, 4 years ago, I kind of floated through the night, and now I know the enormity of it. And it's been really emotional for me tonight. But good evening, and I'd like to start by saying that I believe it's a privilege to serve on council, and I am honored to be granted another 4 years to advocate for this community on the municipal government team. I'll start my thanks, of course, first with my parents. My entire life, they modeled and included me in community activism, politics, and advocating for those with less of a voice. So I spent my adult life as a caregiver with no plans to enter politics, yet I found my way here, and I know now it's because of the foundations that they gave me. And I know now that this is where I'm meant to be at this time. Also, Steve, my kids and my grandkids, they've always been very supportive of this and understanding, because this role, I think Councillor Guerin said, it can be very demanding, time consuming, and very stressful at times. And that spills over into a councillor's family life. And it does take time away from their family. And so for that, I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful for the community. They took a chance and they supported my efforts to obtain this very important job 4 years ago. And so for that, I'm really grateful. So I've tried my best and I've worked really hard and promised to continue to, and I intend to improve this time because of the experience that I've been able to obtain. I'm very proud of all that we've accomplished in the last 4 years. In no small part, it's due to the excellent town administration, of the best we could hope for. I'm especially pleased about the Parks and Recs master plan and the focused work that's going into planning the future of Coan Park right now. I look forward to consultation with the people of Ward 2 as our team Essex works towards a new official plan in 2023. There will be many opportunities for public input, and I'm looking forward to lots of in-person meetings and open houses that the pandemic had nixed for 2 years. I want to congratulate our other council members. I look forward to working together in service for our community. You reach out to these councillors and our mayor and deputy mayor, share your thoughts and your ideas, as very soon this new team will be creating our town's strategic plan for the next 4 years. And we want your input. Lastly, I'll just share about 4 years ago, shortly after I was elected, I was going through all the trainings and all the readings, and I was really getting nervous about the enormity of this role. And my brother reminded me about my Uncle Pat Hayes's words. And he said that there's so much going on in the government, but it always comes down to one vote. And as long as you always vote in the way that you believe is right, you'll do okay. And so I promise tonight and always to cast my vote at this municipal table in a way that I believe is right. Thank you.
Congratulations, Counselor Verbeek. Next, we have Ward 3 Counselor Brad Allard.
Hello, everyone. Warm welcome to all. I would like to start by expressing my gratitude to become your Ward 3 counselor. I'd like to thank you, my wife, Kelly, for her love and faith in me. I couldn't have did it without you. A huge thanks to the voters who trusted in me. I vow not to take this position lightly. I am aware of my responsibilities you have bestowed in me. I am truly honored. Lastly, I'd like to thank my fellow candidates, administration, and businesses for your guidance, support along the democratic process. It was truly enlightening. I look forward to working with community, our counselors for the next 4 years. I feel blessed to have this term, honestly, integrity. I think we have an amazing team. Thank you.
Congratulations, Counselor Allard. Next, we have Counselor Jason Mady, from Ward 3.
I want to start by thanking the voters of Ward 3 for electing me. Thank you very much for that. I was appointed to council about 8 months ago. And now I've been elected. It's a very humbling feeling to be elected to hold public office. You've put your faith in me and to vote on municipal issues in a way that best represents our ward and our town. I'll do my very best to carry this out. My door will always be open. My phone will always be turned on. My computer always ready and waiting for an email. I value your input. I want to know your opinion on the topics as they arise. I want you to know that you can feel free to reach out to me at any time. Stop me in the street, in the store, wherever else you might meet, and let me know exactly what you're thinking. Don't hold back. I got thick skin. Let me know exactly what you're thinking. We need it. I want to represent all the voices in the ward. To do this, I need that input. I know my fellow counselors, we're not going to agree on everything, but where we do agree, where we do find that common ground, that's where our community will grow in a way that's fair and prosperous for all. My family, I have to thank my family for their support. Taking on the extra chores, rescheduling events, keeping my dinner warm until late at night, understanding when I miss an event or never get around to that dinner, and the other million things they do for me. Without them, I can never do this. I'm very excited about our next 4 years to build on the successes that our previous council created and did. The amount of work that we have to get through, the chances we have, it's amazing. I'm looking to create great policies where they're needed. And I'm really excited to be a part of this team and look forward to working with each and every member of this council. Now, being the 0.5, the staff has already worked with me a little bit, and they are an amazing team. Whenever I have a question, whenever a town resident has a question, they are more than happy to answer their phone, write their email, get back to us and let us know the correct information. So I want to thank our administration for that. So again, thank you very much for this opportunity.
Congratulations, Counselor Mady. And last but not least, we have the Ward 4 Counselor, Rodney Hammond.
Thank you. When I was out campaigning, I got asked the question quite frequently, where did I get an interest in politics? I didn't really think of it much until recently, and it was a long time ago. We're a growing family, moved into a new house on the corner of Walnut and King and Harrell, across from what is now Sanford's. Used to be a little white church there that they packed up and moved to Colchester. The house is great. The new thing about it for me was the secret door that we had. Ma, what's this secret door for? What's it for? Oh, that's for the milkman. He's not fitting through that. No, silly. That's where they put the milk in. That's the milk chute. That's where he drops it off. Oh. For only being 4, I'm a little skeptical, but sure enough, a couple days later, hear my mom go, "Oh, there's the milkman." Lickety split, I run down there. I'm waiting for the magic to happen. I'm waiting for that door to open. And I'm waiting. And then he come barging through the back door. And hi, Sonny. Walks up the stoop to the top of the stoop, opens up the fridge and pops in the milk. Out he goes. Have a nice day. Ma, he didn't use the chute. He walked right up the stairs, opened up the fridge. I'm not even allowed to go in the fridge. He's a total stranger. Rod, relax. That's Ty Ryan. He's the mayor. Can't trust your mayor. Who can you trust? Different times. Well, if he's the mayor, who's the milkman? Well, he's the milkman and the mayor. He wears 2 hats. That one got me too. Okay, what's a mayor? And thus started my education on municipal politics. 2 hats. You ever seen Eugene Whalen? He wore a big Stetson. Every time he come to the fair to open up the fair, I go, "Dad, who's that?" That's Eugene Whalen. He's our Minister of Agriculture. He's a big man around here. Yeah, he's got a big hat too. 2 hats. Administration back then, let's say it was sparse. We didn't have much, maybe 4 people. 2 of them were answering phones. Not like today. Got a great administration with lots of shingles. We got more shingles in that town office than they have at Home Hardware, let me tell you. And that's good because I'm going to be needing, and we count on them a lot for a lot of information. I can't wait to start using them. And look forward to working with them. But most of all, I got to thank my family and friends for their support. I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. Keeping me on the ground, saving me from my mouth, and doing a lot of legwork that I wasn't able to do. Without them, I wouldn't be here. Looking forward to this next 4 years. And I thank everybody for coming.
Congratulations, Councillor Hammond. I see that there is no business incidental to the above that's urgent tonight. So before we adjourn, I'd like to make sure that everybody knows we have a little reception at the back that our staff have put together. And so you can stay and mingle with your new elected official tonight and you take some pictures if you want around the room and just welcome. Thank you again so much to each and every one of you for coming. And I truly hope you stay involved in municipal politics to keep us on our toes. Just because the election is over doesn't mean your voice is over, right? Stay involved. And I'd like to have, this might be our first official motion here. I'd like to have a motion to adjourn. Councillor Verbeek, seconded by Deputy Mayor Shepley. All in favor? Woohoo! Adjourn. Thank you.
Madam Mayor, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.